Good morning, everyone, and Yankee fans across the land. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing well on a beautiful Tuesday and very hot Tuesday in New York City, the 29th of July, and that means 2 more days before that. Can't wait to come and go trade deadline. Cannot wait. Let's get this over with. So how's everybody doing this morning? Just a few hellos right now. FJ, how you doing? Good morning. Baseball purist Ken, how are you? In the chat, we have, of course, the usual suspects, Bob and Jeff and Kevin and Anna. How you doing, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Also, a new subscriber, Bob from Brooklyn. How you doing, Bob? Thanks for coming on. Evan, how are you? John the Beagle Dad. So I'm going to bring up Jonathan, the master of information. He's nice enough to come on for a few minutes today. So without further ado, I will go over everything after Jonathan comes on with us. So let me bring him up. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning.
All right. We're going to dissect the game, but if you have a rumor or two, but before you get started, guys, let's concentrate on the game today, about last night and today. Rumors are rumors. Let's not get crazy. Let's dissect and let's try to understand what's going on with our New York Yankees. Jonathan, take it away.
It sounds like every team that's asking for a trade with the Yankees is wanting Cam Schlitzler in their deal, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's the latest report from Brian Hoke.
Really? Yeah.
I think that, I mean, if I'm trading Schlitzler, I told you I want schemes. I'll trade a pitcher for a pitcher, but I won't trade a young pitcher for a young pitcher.
Right.
But I won't trade him for just some rental.
Yeah, I read a article this morning by Bob Clappish, and he says Yankees do not trade Cam under any circumstance.
And that is the exact same one I'm referencing.
Right. Well, let's dissect. Let's put the trade to rest right now, but let's dissect what we saw last night. Give me your positives, give me your negatives, and then let's discuss it. Go ahead.
Well, this team, without Judge in the lineup, this team seems to be just falling apart. Basically, it reminds me of the same Yankee team that was without Judge for, what was it, 100 games a couple of years ago when he broke his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something, I don't know why, but when Judge is out of the lineup, the Yankees just seem to fall apart. They're not taking pitches. I don't know why they cannot work the count. Why do the Yankees, especially without Judge, don't make a pitcher work more than 10 pitches in an inning? I don't know. I do not understand that.
No, I totally agree with you. And everybody in the chat, your questions and everything I will get to. But right now, being the fact that we have Jonathan with us, so we're going to concentrate on information with Jonathan and talking. So keep asking questions and all, and I promise I will go through each and every one of them. So Jonathan, so last night they played okay. I mean, they fell behind early. Kem looked invincible the first couple of batters. Then he had a hiccup and he gave up a long home run. The Yankees came back. They tied it up, and then they just forgot how to hit. This I do not understand.
I don't think the Yankees. I think the Yankees only got one hit after the second inning.
No, they had one base runner in the eighth inning. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it is ridiculous.
And As I told you in my opening statement, the Yankees are not working the pitcher. They are not. They're not waiting for the pitch. They're just swinging everything, and that's not how you win the game. You win the game by working the pitcher, making the pitcher make mistakes, and taking advantage of errors.
Yeah, no, and I mean that was a game to take. That was a game to
Yeah,
win. That's
yeah.
the problem here. How did they this game was like, all right, it was for their taking, and they did nothing after that first inning. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous that they just stand there and they swung at everything. They have
No play
no
discipline.
clue. And again, Anthony Volpe did absolutely nothing and made that, and that should have been an error. If I don't, I'm not even. I was so
Yeah.
upset.
Look, I am to the point where I told you I would give Anthony Volpe one more year. I think I am just going to be done with him after the season because he's giving me. I've given him. He's been here 3 years and he hasn't shown one sign of improvement. That's not the sign. That's
But
not
how does?
the.
But
He's not
Jonathan,
a starting shortstop.
explain me this. Explain me this, Jonathan. How does I know Aaron Boone's got to defend his players, but how on earth can you say he's an elite shortstop?
You cannot.
This is what I don't understand.
He's doing that to make his players feel better. What we know, or what we should know about Boone, is he doesn't talk bad about his own players. So he's going to hype them up, just like the Yankees always do, to be the most positive he can be to the public media, to the fans, and until when you see see what happens on the field, you know that everything he's saying is false.
Oh yeah.
He's saying that because he's in a public setting. I'm sure in private he's saying something different, but obviously we don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
It would have been nice to start Rosario at shortstop yesterday. Why not? Give Volpe that day off. I mean, it's like against their religion to give this guy a day off.
I don't understand that. The Yankees have been treating Volpe like he's the next.
Like he's God.
Well,
Really?
he's treating Volpe like he's a future Hall of Famer.
Well, it's the same. I mean, I don't know. I can't put my finger on why all this attention. What did they see that we don't? And we watch almost every inning of every play of every game, and I don't see it. Look what he did to start that bad inning that we gave up the game. Look what he did. I mean, he doesn't even go in front of the ball. He goes on the side of the ball. Of course it's going to jump up on you. You got to be more aggressive. He's not aggressive.
Well, I think when the Yankees have a better option at shortstop, which is one reason why losing Cabrera hurts. If Cabrera was still on this team, I'm sure Volpe would have gotten more rest.
Yeah, I agree with Ken. I believe that he has some type of shoulder injury. I don't care what they're saying, what they're not saying. If you look at him, if you watch replays of Anthony Volpe throwing and going, it's just the way his arm angle is.
If Volpe has an injury, he should be put on the IL. Give him 10 days rest. Call up somebody for the minors, and then after 10 days, bring him back when he's fully healthy.
Yeah, but
if you have an injury and you keep playing the guy, he's going to get injured for longer than 10 days.
Yeah, but the thing is, who do you have down there that they could bring up for shortstop?
I'm sure you could find someone just for 10 days.
I mean, they have the light hitting Velasquez, but
Velasquez, they have Velasquez, they have Vivas. You know, for 10 days, I would play Velasquez. He has major league experience. He can play short.
no, listen, I'm totally with you on that. I mean, you can't sugarcoat Anthony Volpe anymore. You can't. And unless they come out and they say this guy has an injury, I'm sorry. Um, it's ridiculous. There's no reason. There's no reason that this guy is throwing the way he is. I mean, he swings it. He doesn't have a plan
Yes.
up at the plate.
Yes,
That's what bothers me.
I don't understand why he was swinging at the ball in the lefty's batter's box. He was swinging like he was the old Vladimir Guerrero. Vladimir Guerrero had long enough arms to
Right.
hit balls that was in the left field batter's box. Anthony Volpe is short and fast. So if you're throwing him a ball in the lefty's batter's box, he's not going to touch it.
Yeah, exactly. I want to acknowledge some new people in the chat. Joe La Sala, how you doing? How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. Good morning to Evan, Jake, Vincent Mulligan. How you doing? Oli, how's everybody doing today? Also in the chat, Jonathan, if you have a question for Jonathan, I will definitely I will hand it off to him. Bob Rizzo asked Jonathan, can you clearly see that Anthony Volpe is hurt? In your opinion, we value your opinion. Let us know.
You probably can't clearly see in terms of his face, and obviously the whole game is the camera is not on him the whole game. So even when he might express pain, you might not even see it live. But based on the way he plays, based on the way his numbers are diminished from they were even last year. There has to be some explanation.
Right, and there's another explanation too. Where is Ben Rice? What is going on there? I mean, I don't understand. You want to try to have the best lineup you can, but I mean, really, and then Austin Wells with these swings and misses, they're driving me crazy.
Well, they must have had something either. I don't know if Ramison had a history with Goldschmidt.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Goldschmidt's bat looks like he's 80 years old right now. And no offense, anybody 80 years old, but for baseball, obviously that's pretty old, and he is swinging ridiculous. He's not swinging well at all, and I don't know what happened to that guy. Is he hurt? Is he tired? Is he just aging really in front of our eyes? I don't know, but one thing I can tell you, he doesn't look good at the plate, and he's not doing any good in this lineup. And he's in against the right-handed pitcher when Ben Rice is sitting on the bench. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. What is this team doing?
I don't know. It's possible that they're going to move Rice, and they don't want to risk injury. That's the only explanation I can think of.
Well, they got 2 more days to do it, guys.
Well, that's exactly. You have 2 more days. If they don't move Rice, then that theory is going over the cliff, just like this Yankee season. But if they do move Rice, that will explain why Goldschmidt is playing more.
You know, it's so obvious. I mean, look at a guy like Wells. He has no plan. He goes up there and he's going to mash. If he hits it, great. If he doesn't, well, it's back to the dugout. What kind of malarkey is that?
I don't know why the Yankees should probably give a little bit of time to the Rodriguez,
Escara. Rodriguez will be
Escar,
another one. Yes.
yeah, Escar and Rodriguez. I honestly don't know if Wells is the future catcher. They have so many catchers in the minor leagues, and they have two additional catchers on the 40-man that I don't know if Wells is the long term answer. He might be the short term band aid, and you might be. I think you could be looking at. He might be the short term fix for Flores.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, because I don't see Wells. Wells is has not shown he can stay here long. He can be a long term major league catcher.
Yeah, I don't see it anymore. And if they make the mistake and trade Rodriguez, I think they're out of their minds.
No, at this point I would trade Wells over Rodriguez.
Well, without a doubt. I mean, something's got to give, Jonathan. I mean, this is.
I would trade Wells over Flores also.
Oh yeah. Oh, you would play Flores, you mean, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I would trade Wells and call Flores.
I totally agree with you. I mean, they're walking around like they don't have a worry in the world. You see Volpe fooling around, and I mean, I understand you got to keep it loose, but understand right now you stink.
Look, when you're up seven, they were up 7 games earlier in the season. When you're up 7 games, yes, you can walk around with your head held high, with playing around in the dugout and all that other stuff they do in the background. But when you lose a 7-game lead in the East, and now you're down 5 games from first place,
1.5 or whatever it is, yeah.
That is a 12-game turnaround.
Yeah, and he can't throw anybody out. Is it the Yankee pitching that can't hold anybody except Max Fried? Or is it that Wells just doesn't have the arm? And if he doesn't have the arm, somebody's got to teach him to be like a Thurman Munson with the quick release.
Well,
Munson did it with 2 bad legs.
Well, that's I always said, I mentioned this before. I think if Thurman Munson was around, he probably would have had a chance to manage the Yankees, especially with Steinbrenner. I wouldn't be surprised if Steinbrenner just gave him the job and let him. He may have been the one that took them to the '96 World Series.
Well, something with George Steinbrenner with Munson. Munson didn't even want to become the captain, and Steinbrenner said, "Too bad, Thurman. You're the captain, and you're going to like it." That's the way George was.
That's the same thing Jeter said. Jeter said, "I don't want to be the captain." Steinbrenner said, "I'm paying you. You don't worry. I'm paying you. You're the captain." So I don't remember his exact words. It was in the Yankeeography.
I know your time is limited, but there is one question for you, Jonathan, from Ryan. I believe you're new to the stream, Ryan. Thanks for jumping aboard. I think Volpe's eligible for arbitration for the first time this winter. Do you think they'll trade him the winter instead of paying a salary increase that goes with arbitration eligibility?
That is very unlikely. However, if there is, the problem is Volpe's value is very low. He had basically no trade value unless he turns around and improves the next 2 months.
Okay.
But if the question with that is who do they have to play the shortstop next year? Is Cabrera going to return? Probably. So he might play shortstop. They might have someone. Look, Cabrera, the downfall of the Yankee season, as much as I don't want to say it, but it started around the same time that Cabrera got injured.
Yep. It was like they went in a fog. They went in an absolute fog. Jonathan, how can you give us any more, or do you have to pop off?
I have to continue what I was doing, but I
Okay.
can answer one more question if there's a question.
All right. John Ferrazzo asks, how about benching Volpe for Rosario on short? Volpe is doing absolutely nothing.
I would try that if Rosario can play short. I don't know about his history very much. Sign
He's
a
got a
short.
great. I know he's got a good arm.
Well, I would at least try him because Volpe, for some reason, Volpe has to be suffering or struggling from an injury, not suffering but struggling.
I
And
I I have to
and
agree with you.
and look, yes, Cabrera is not would not be the answer to this season, but he also helped in a lot of ways. And I think this would have been his breakout year if you had a full season, Cabrera. I think he could have finished the year with a 260, 270 batting average with 20 to 25 home runs, with solid defenses at third base, and maybe be a contender for a Gold Glove.
All right. Well, Jonathan, I can't thank you enough for taking time from your busy schedule,
Thank you.
and hope to see you at the in the pregame show at 4 or the postgame at around 10:05 tonight. So thank you very much. Have a great day. If there's any trades while we're on the air or breaking news, please let us know. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Okay, guys. And that brings me up to my next point before I answer any questions. So today we will go on with our pregame show at 4 o'clock as usual. Then, as usual, everybody go to Ken the Ugly Truth's channel, as you'll get the play-by-play as he did last night, and hopefully it's a better play-by-play tonight. Nice, easy. It's a call with some smiles for a change. And then right after that, around 10:05, we will have our post game show. So definitely, everybody, please get ready for a full time day. We will keep you posted here on NY Yankee Mania. Any transactions, anything going on in the world of the New York Yankees, and also for you to get all that, please just subscribe to the channel. It's very simple. It's for free. Press the subscribe button. You'll get all our notifications. And also, if you'd like to on a future show, come on and talk with us live. We would love for you to do that. So there's a lot going on here, everyone. So let's get back a little bit into the chat, because I don't want you to think it's only because Jonathan was limited in time, and I wanted to give you the best insight that he could give you at this point. I want to welcome Joseph Salvatore. Thank you so much for coming on the stream. Again, I would appreciate it if you like and you subscribe to the channel. Thank you. All right, some questions here. Let's start with Carl. And I'll make my way up. Carl, any trade rumors that you find interesting? Yeah, there is one, but again, I don't know how true it is. It's dealing with the Mets, and I don't see it. The Mets are very interested in Grissom. I don't know what the Yankees would want. That would make sense because the Mets need bullpen help. As you could see last night, the Mets gave the game away. That should have been a win after the grand slam by Vientos, and they blew that game basically in that bottom half of the inning. So it was a tough loss for the Mets, and let's see how resilient they are to come back from that game last night. So they've got holes too. They do need a relief pitcher. They may still need another starter. So I don't know what the Mets can give the Yankees for Trent Grissom. It'd be very, very. It would be hard to press to see what they can do. Let's see. Joseph. All right, let's bring Joseph's first one. Volpe was overhyped as a young guy, and usually they don't pan out. Yeah, Joseph, I kind of agree with you, but here's the thing. Volpe had collegiately, he was excellent. In the minors, he was very good, and I'm starting to really think, because I'm watching his movements. I go in slow motion as he's throwing the ball and all of that. There is something not right with him, and they're not saying it. Maybe eventually they'll come out and they'll say it, but right now, something's not right. Just something's not right, and I don't know what it is, but we'll see. Ken, let's go to Ken. Ryan Garcia has a Yankee trade proposal between the Cardinals and the Yankees. Relieve it to the Yankees for Ben Hess and Rafael Flores. That's a lot. Flores is going to flourish. He's a good pitcher, catcher. So, he went from AA, he moved up to AAA. They have some good catches down there. So I don't know. We'll see. Again, I don't want to structure the whole show on trade rumors today, guys. I want to structure on how we're going to, what's going on and the way the Yankees are playing. So also with that in mind, another co-host that we will bring up right now, and we haven't seen him in a couple of days, is Sean Browning. And good morning, Sean. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good. Like your uniform. Are you ready to go play second base or shortstop or what?
Nah, I might be as bad as everyone else.
Oh no, it can't be possible.
Nah, I got a pinch in my shoulder, so.
Oh, geez. I hope you feel better. So give us your observation, what you saw last night, or what you didn't see from them last night.
Well, I didn't catch most of the game because I was at work around the time to start. But when I got off, and I was following it on the radio and with Ken, and I noticed that we scored 2 runs off of walks with the bases loaded, but we didn't do much else after that.
Yeah, exactly. We did we tied it in the first inning. It all looked pitchy keen, and then all of a sudden it just went downhill. How do you score 2 runs like that? And they were ready to take that guy out of the game. And the Yankees, as always, lets the pitcher off the hook. And it's absolutely insane, Sean. It's insane. I don't have. To me, the Yankees don't have a clue when they go up to bat. They really don't. I'm sorry. Somebody tell me that they have a clue, because I don't see it. I'm sorry, guys, and I love them to death, but I don't see that they know exactly where they want. I think they go up there trying to swing for the fences all the time, and I think that's horrible. Your thoughts?
No, I think, we have so many people trying to. A lot of the players are trying too hard. They're pressing too hard. I've been watching them for weeks, and yeah, you're either swinging them for the. We don't need everybody. We got Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. We don't need every other hitter to, swing for the fences all the time. Yeah. Look, Jazz, Volpe, and Dominguez, if they could just put the ball in play and get on base and then use their speed, it would be a difference, because when you're on bases and you're running or you're a threat to steal, that gets in the pitcher's head, because now they're worried about that. It takes their focus from that, and then they liable to serve up a meatball. But the problem, too, is we got too many one-pitch outs. I mean, my goodness, how many at bats you see? 1 pitch, 2 pitch, 3 pitch, and it's a jam shot or
or swings and misses.
right.
And I'm tired of it. I mean, it's the same. It's the same at bat with Anthony Volpe and the same at bat with Austin Wells.
Mm-hmm.
What is that going to? Do they ever get to a 2-ball no strike count? Never.
Yeah, very rarely. I mean, I've seen Wells work up a 3-2 count, but he doesn't do it consistently enough. He did it last year. I mean, my goodness, last year when he came in and he took the job from Jose Trevino, man, it was like every other count was 3-2, 3-2.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just senseless. It really is senseless, and I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. I want to remind everyone for the trade deadline day, guys, if you guys want to come up and ask a few questions and talk to us and talk to me on the air, all you have to do is go to joeyankees28@gmail.com, joeyankees28@gmail.com. Let me know a best time to get in touch with you. Leave your number. It will totally be safe, and we'll work it out with you. But the day of the event, it's going to be very tough to get your information while you're just on the air and you want to come on. We've got no excuses, plenty of time to set, each and every one of you on the show. We're on a good portion of the day. So I don't want to rush and then people, saying, oh, Joe, I want to come on. I want to come on. I want to come on. If you want to really come on, please email us at joeyankees28@gmail.com, and I promise I will work with you. So I'm going to mention that another time in our pregame and the postgame, and then it's up to you guys. And you'll see that we'll get back in touch with you in an instant. But you have to do your part, and we'll do ours here at NY Yankee Mania. Sean, so the pregame and the postgame later on after with going on at 10:05. If you're available, please let me know. I would appreciate that. And let's go back to the stream. Ken. Let's go with Ken. Wells has not hit since August of last year. What you now see with Wells is what you get. All right. So basically, Ken is convinced he's not going to get any better. So are we happy with this, or do we move on? That's the question. Are you happy with it? And fans in the chat, are you happy? If Ken is right, are you happy with this, or do you want to move on from Austin Wells? Let us know in the chat. You have an opinion about that before we go to the next question?
No, I mean, to Ken's point, I mean, Ken does have a point that he's not as consistent. Like last year, he was runner-up rookie of the year, and maybe he was overperforming. And honestly, if he's not gonna do more than call good games at the plate, behind the plate, we need an upgrade on the catcher because runners run on him at will, and he barely throws them out. And then and then at the plate, he's 1-2 pitch. He just
sometimes he hits a bomb, but
yeah.
You can't rely on sometimes. He's got to do better. He's had a couple of decent games, but he's got to do better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to United Corp of New Jersey. How you doing? They're saying sell, sell, sell. Well, I don't know about that yet. We're still ahead in the wild card. You have 2 other wild cards, and they're ahead in those. So they're not gonna go fully. I mean, the only way they're gonna do that is if they're really convinced that Judge isn't coming back, or they got another major injury to deal with. That's the only way I believe that they're going to sell.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming on the stream, New Jersey. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it and appreciate your thought. And look at all our content. I think you'll enjoy it. Let's go to the next question. Let's go, Charles. The Yankees gave away better catchers than him. Yeah, I agree with you. No question about it. The Red Sox starting catcher, the Mets backup catcher, and Torrens, just to name you a couple.
Augustine Ramirez.
The what?
Augustine Ramirez.
Right. That's the guy, and it's just unbelievable, and almost for nothing. I mean, they get a single A pitcher. That I will say. John Ferrazzo, the catching situation is what it is. That's a decision for the offseason next year. Well, yes and no, John. If they really wanted to, they got a red-hot Rodriguez in the minors. And they have the double-A catcher that just went to triple-A. It can't hurt. It can't hurt to try these guys. Look what happened with the Mets catcher. He was brought down to what makes Wells more special than that guy. He went down, he came back, he's playing like an animal now.
I mean, I would
go ahead.
I would bring down Wells. I would bring up Jesus Rodriguez.
Yep.
And I mean, I know there's a lot of trade talk about Escara and Rice. So we're gonna wait and see with those two. But yeah, I would not hesitate to drop Wells down Triple A, maybe let him season there for a little while.
And we're not saying give up on him, Felix. Like he says, got to give him one more chance. Too soon to give up on him. Yeah, but it's okay to send him down. You've got chances to do that. So why not send him down and let him refine, let him think about what he's doing, and maybe somebody in the minor leagues, the batting coach, the manager, Shelley Duncan, somebody could see what's going on there. And then maybe he'll come back totally different player. Good morning, Ultra. How you doing, Mr. Cowboy? D-Train, how's it going with you? Let's see what Mr. Cowboy has to say. This team is not making the playoffs. Play the young kids. I would make that determination after like August 10th with trades and with everything going on, and see if they do anything. If they don't, then I would definitely say, you know what, it's really, really time. They can always put veteran guys on waivers anyway, and they get what they get. So let's see. Thank you, Ultra, for the nice salute. Good morning to you. Ryan Coleman has something to say here. Joe, remember the 90s, how great they were situational hitting? Of course. A whole lineup grinded and adapted to situations at hand. Not anymore. Focusing on things like hit hard rate and exit velocity. That's all they care about. It doesn't work. You're right, Ryan. You couldn't have said it better. And Sean, you have to agree with that. I mean, I don't know how much of the 90s you saw, Sean, but they were, I mean, everybody from the backup players, the starting players, the injured players, everybody had a clue on what to do. And why doesn't this team have a clue?
Well, in the 90s, they had a game strategy that the Yankees have gone away with recently in the last recent few years. They grinded out every pitch, every batter. They had a strategy. We're going to knock out the pitcher in the 5th or 6th inning, unless there's someone like, But even guys like Pedro, who lasted long, we were still grinding him out, and then we were going to get to the bullpen. But, I mean, you've seen it, okay? Remember in 97, 98, you had leading off, you had pesky Chuck Knobloch. You had Derek Jeter. and they had Paul O'Neill. You know what they did? Chuck Knobloch would find a way to get on base, whether he bunted or whether he did something, right? He'd get on base. Jeter would move it, and they do hit and run. Joe, they would hit and run.
I know. I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
And then
they don't know what it's right now. They don't know what to do.
And then you had Bernie and you had Jorge Posada, and 4 or 5 guys. They were both switch hitters with power, but they were clutch at bats. They were clutch bats. They could hit you. They could hit a double. They could hit a single. But they didn't try to do too much. The whole lineup, everybody did their part. I mean, look at Broch's number as our 9-hole hitter when we brought him on, 98 till he retired in 2001.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You didn't. What I'm saying is you didn't have a weak spot in the lineup, but everybody had the mindset. I'm gonna move the chain. I'm gonna move the baton to the next guy, but I'm gonna grind down with it. And then yes, when you brought in Tim Raines and you brought in all those other Homer Bush, Luis Sojo, Vizcaino, all those guys that were bench players, even Shane Spencer and his 2-month wonder, they all contributed.
Yeah. I want to address Miguel says, hey, Joe, so there's another contact that said that the Yankees might trade Goldschmidt or Bellinger. Well, first of all, Bellinger is going nowhere. I would fall off the chair if he got traded. Number one, you have him for next year if you want him. If you were not going to have Grissom, so now you lose your center field bearing. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to go find that? The Yankees need another hole in the head to go and do it in the wintertime when they got the guy right there. So it would be knucklehead move to get rid of Bellinger. That's number one. Number two, Goldschmidt, fine. They want to do it, that they can do, because he's not coming back either next year, one way or the other.
No.
The man's 37, 38 years old. I'm sure we know he's had a great career. I don't think he's coming back. So you're going to open up more can of worms, and you got a perfect Yankee Stadium hitter to trade Bellinger. That would floor me altogether. That's not going to happen, guys. That is Goldsmith, maybe. That might make a little sense, but I don't think they're going to do that. I really don't. Let's see. Ken, living in the past, the Yankee team's construction was a bunch of line drive hitters who had 20 home run possibilities. This team is now constructed with home run hitters as the core. Yeah, and where's it getting them? Nowhere fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you got to be kidding me. All they do, and that's how you get a big contract. Oh, I hit 20 homers. I won $20 million now for 1 year. Come on. Give me a break, will you, please?
Yeah.
Let's go to John's. Hey, John, the approach at the plate falls on the coaching. They are probably not coached to the little things. And whose fault is that? The Yankee organization. Because when you hire the coach and in a way, the manager too, he's got to tell the coaches, listen, we got to work on bunting. We got to work on situational hitting, choking up on the bat on 2 strikes. But, all of this. They don't do that.
But
now, all of a sudden, 2 hours before the game, they bunt.
That's also something they should be working on while they're going through the minors. And that's the other thing too is some of these players are obsessed with, home run or nothing, or exit velo, they're and launch angles and all this other has to do with analytics and computer statistics. Look, Giancarlo Stanton can barely swing the bat, and he's gonna hit that ball 115 miles per hour off his bat, but it's gonna go somewhere.
Right. Right.
But Anthony Volpe doesn't need to try and beat Giancarlo Stanton.
No. And every time he hits a home run, if you notice, he goes into a slump after that. He goes into a slump. Oh, I can hit a 400-foot home run. Yeah.
You know,
And then you go 0 for 24.
but
That makes sense.
It's across this league, though. A lot of players are like, you have the players that are obsessed with launch angles, but then you have your line drive hitters. You know,
If baseball wanted to concentrate on that, Sean, then why make the bases bigger to steal? That made no sense.
They wanted more hit because, you know, the problem was players were obsessing too much on you know, the analytics and launch angles and all that stuff. But then the pitchers were striking them out too many times. And then you remember the whole Spidey Tack incident and the whole people were complaining about having too much revolution spin on them breaking pitches. And so then, you know, Manfred's like, well, let's make big bases. Let's do away with the shift because we went too crazy with the shifts. And then, you know, and let's put the pitcher on a pitching clock. Manfred just likes messing with the game.
No, I agree with you. Totally agree with you. Hey, Real Bill, how you doing? Thanks for coming on the stream. They are doing what they're taught in the minors. They are taught to hit home runs. I've watched several of their minor league games. I have yet to see a bunt. Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. And you know, it's horrible. It really is. I want to address one thing, everyone. When you make a disgusting comment, we're not even going to give the timeout anymore. You're going to be banned. Totally banned. So I'm telling you right now, please, and I know everybody on here that's here now is fantastic, but anybody that tries to put something in here, you're going as fast as you put it, and you're not coming back. So I just want to let you know, there's no reason. This is only sports, guys. This isn't about anything else. This is about talking about the New York Yankees. You don't get into personal people. You don't get into anything unless you got something nice to say. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say it at all, or just leave the stream. I would really appreciate that. But you guys here, I know you guys are fantastic. I know you want to be here, and you're all Yankee fans. So let's keep it going in a really, really nice, orderly, adult way, like we should be doing things. There are so many things going on in the world, and you're worried about, saying something stupid about a person. By God, in Park Avenue yesterday, a shooter went crazy and killed innocent people for nothing, for no reason.
Yeah.
Do they get a pass? Well, you're not going to get a pass either.
And in that, a cop lost his life.
Yes, a policeman lost his life. And all for what? Because you lose your mind? Give me a break. So let's stop worrying about and saying stupid things about people and just be an adult and worry about your life and what you stand for. Please. This is the last time I'm going to say it. I see one comment that's off, you're banned. No questions asked. All right. I'm sorry, guys, because I know I love you guys there, but I have to I have to say what I have to say because you guys don't deserve that. We don't deserve it. We work very hard to bring this show on the air, and I'll be damned if one or two people are going to ruin it for us. It is not happening. Not happening. I'm sorry, Sean, but I had to say what I had to say.
No, it's fine. It's just and yeah, to your point, with all the things going on, baseball should be a game that we all love it, but it should be where an escape where we can just relax and enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And that's what we should do. All right, let's go back to the great stream. JT, what a waste of season, fellas. Nothing about the season has been balanced. Good pitching, cold bats. Hot bats, bad pitching. Let's see how next year irons out. Well, JT, those are very, very good points. And I appreciate them. You're right, but I'm not giving up on the season. I'm not. I really am not, JT. I just feel that there's still a chance to salvage. I know you're probably saying, "Hey, Joe, I think you better have more Lavazza coffee." But no, I'm telling you, I really believe that all it'll take, I don't know, something will spark on this team somehow. I don't know what it is. Another trade, Louis Hill coming back, Aaron Judge coming back, whatever it is. I totally appreciate and you guys are incredible and I appreciate that. And the nasty one, he has a very, very nice comment. Just want to get it up there. Let's see. Oh, I'm pushed the wrong button there. Where are we? There we are. Joe, I got you back. Been craziness in the chat the last few days. Thanks, Nasty One. You're the best. I really appreciate it. We are working on more moderators, and if anybody wants to become a moderator, please let me know at the email, and we can make that happen because you guys are great, and I appreciate you guys having NY Yankee Manias back. Thank you, Nasty One. Snow. The organization isn't run the right way. It starts with Cashman. I don't know, Sean, if it starts with Cashman or does it start with Steinbrenner?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, Cashman's been GM for 27 years, since 98, 26 years. I may have added an extra year, but that's a long time as a GM. But I think the other problem is you got guys like Randy Levine in our front office, and you got all these other people that have gotten hired in, and then the point with Hal Steinbrenner, I mean, I think he cares, but he's also got kind of that. He's not as hands-on as his dad was, and I'm not trying to say that he should be like his dad. But if he did a little more of that as an owner, like he showed up, and made his presence known, I think some people would get this stuff in gear. I mean, there is some problem in the front office. But
that's the problem. When are they gonna feel that they can get this? Here's a breath of fresh air. Bucks, Rays, Bolts. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. We really appreciate that. As a Rays fan, Yankees are a better team than us. Well, that's great honesty. And listen, all I could say about your Rays is they're always been a thorn in the Yankees' side. No matter how good, bad, or the indifferent they are, they give the Yankees a world of a time. And the one nice thing is the Yankees and the Rays have a nice working relationship because you guys are at George M. Steinbrenner Field. And that was a great gesture from the Steinbrenner family. And really, breath of fresh air. I don't know what your name is, but I'm going to call you the BRB. That's what we're going to call you here, the BRB. So subscribe and become a member here. Thank you so much. Let's see. No, starts with, we had that one already. Let's see. Joseph Salvatore says, amen, amen, Charles. Well, everybody's like talking to each other, which I like. I absolutely like. Evan, how you doing, Evan? thanks for your comments before. Yankees analytics don't work. Yeah, I'm not going to spend 100 hours on that. We all know how I feel about that. If we're up to me, I would take a hammer and go cream every one of those computers. I don't want anybody losing their jobs, but it doesn't belong in baseball. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Or you want good baseball, then go hire, and a lot cheaper, go hire scouts again. Let them go around for you. That's when baseball is baseball, not this stuff you print. Oh, let me see. What is this team going to do against the Yankee pitcher tonight? Come on. Where's the old-fashioned? Where's the good nuts and potatoes in this? It's not there anymore. It's a joke. It's a total joke what they're doing. What they're doing to managers, what they're doing to coaches, what they're doing to scouts. If I was a scout right now, I'd want the moon. Oh, you want me to scout? Good. Now you're going to give me double the salary. You didn't want me before. Now you want me? They're paying. This is the funny part of it, Sean. They're paying so much money for these people in analytics, and they don't win.
Yeah.
This year is so really screwed up. They don't win, and they're paying a ton of money for it. You want to talk about wasting money? Take that money and get players.
Right. No, and the problem too is when analytics is like intelligence, military intelligence, or intel you get for from work, right? It depends how you use it. But when you're using that analytics to handcuff how the manager and the players play the game, it's never gonna work, and it's not working. So I mean, yeah, I really would love for Hal to just get rid of the whole department. Maybe keep some nerds just to have the intel. And then either relocate that money that you're spending on that Michael Fishman salary to not only get players but getting the scouts, and upgrading whatever the team needs. Because
I totally agree. John says, I respect the Rays. They are a great organization who compete every year with the minimum payroll. And that's kudos to John, and that's kudos to the organization, because they are they are just amazing, the people they have running it. And BRB says the Dodgers bought their championship. They sure did. I mean, they have great players, but either bought or traded for. Where did they really? Maybe they brought up their catcher, but that's about it. There's not much going on with the Dodgers.
We were getting accused of that during Georgia in the 90s.
Yeah, and BRB says, I can't wait for the Rays' new ownership. And you should be excited. You should be very proud of your team. I mean, no matter who they get, are a Yankee on the Yankees side. They kill us. They just kill us. Let's see.
Right.
Jake, after the Phillies.
But then also, I would like to know what they're going to do next season.
Right. Real Bill says every team that wins buys a championship. Well, Real Bill, I agree with you, but they're almost forced, because if you don't have a really smart organization like Tampa Bay, you really have to spend the mite money. The Mets aren't brainiacs, but they're brainiacs with their checkbook. Look at that team. Mm-hmm. They're not exactly, analytic. They're analytic in maybe some respect, but you don't call Juan Soto analytic. You call him $800 billion investment, $1 million investment. That whole team, basically, they have a couple of young players, but nobody can do it. I think, honestly, if it was a level playing field, I would almost guarantee Tampa Bay would win championships. If you didn't have free agencies and you didn't have power of money, Tampa Bay, I got news for you, would probably have 2 or 3 championships by now with the smarts that they have. And it's about time that people tip their hat to that organization, because no matter who they put in there, they will perform. They put that uniform on, wham, they play good. And it's got to be, and a lot's got to be with with their manager. I would love to have him as a manager now. Love it.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, right. Kevin Cash, right. I would definitely go for him, without a doubt. But he's got to.
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, remember, he was a player in the majors for a while, a role player, bench player. But yeah, he just knows how to manage with the field of the game, and to rightfully navigate the whole issues with analytics. Because every team uses analytics. It's just the problem is, are you using it to handcuff your manager, like the Yankees, or are you using it to aid the manager?
Right. You got a quote from the nasty one. Kevin Nash was the leader of the NWO in wrestling. Kevin Cash is the manager. Pretty good, nasty one. That's that. See, now that's the humor I like. That's what we should be doing. You want to poke a little fun that way? That's fine. Jay Snow, I'm sick of hearing Cashman would have a job in 5 minutes. If he was fired, fine. Let him go somewhere else at some point, and you need a new voice or different direction. And I don't think if he gets let go from the Yankees, he's so taken care of right now. I don't think he's going to want to go anywhere else. He's just in my opinion, he might retire.
He might, but then
who did the Yankees?
Yeah, I mean, we got Omar Minaya, and we got that other Sabian, who are like special assistants to Cashman right now, but they have GM. They both have GM experience, and they rebuilt teams. I mean, the way the Giants were rebuilt after Bonds left.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm laughing at this comment. Let Cashman go climb buildings for a living.
What? Yeah, like one of those window cleaners.
Yeah, remember what he does around Thanksgiving. Kim Nang would be a great choice. Yes. And imagine how much better she would be knowing that she's got a checkbook in front of her, and she's not limited like she was with Tampa. She made shrewd moves.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's see. Cashman's contract is up after 2026, but here's the thing: every time it gets close, they extend them 3 years.
Yeah.
But I could see if they don't win and don't make the playoffs, I think Steinbrenner will tell Cashman, listen, make it look like that you're giving it up and not us, because I mean they'll work something out. But I don't see Cashman here more than this contract. Yeah. I think he's done. I really
and I think
honestly, Sean, I don't know if you've ever seen his daughter doing the numbers on. She has a show on Yes. I think she does a tremendous job. I hope they're not keeping him just to keep the daughter there. Gracie Cashman does a fantastic show. So no.
Would it surprise you?
I'm just fooling around here, but Cashman's got something on Hal. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. Let's. Hey, Lou, how are you?
No,
Haven't seen
I
you
mean,
in a while. Go ahead.
yeah, remember that Cashman is close to the Steinbrenner family. He has been for years. Um, and he pretty much grew up in this organization.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Kim Ming, she trained under Cashman. So yeah,
Yeah.
And
Now,
so I don't. It's not necessarily that Cashman has something on the Steinbrenners. It's just that he's like family to them.
no, then they said it. They said it. George took a big liking to him, and that was it. That was the whole deal. So, so I don't know, guys. And I'm really happy that we kept this show talking about the Yankees itself and not just all trade rumors and all of that. We got such a big day on Thursday. We're getting close, and I hope for all our sakes the Yankees do make a trade so we have something really concrete to talk about, especially the pregame show today at 4 o'clock, and then the postgame at around 10:05 tonight. So there's a lot. There's still a lot to dissect, and like I said, if you guys want to come on Thursday, the only thing that I ask is you must be a subscriber, because the subscribers come first. So you're a subscriber, and you want to come on the show on Thursday, I will make it happen. I promise you that. You ask your questions, stay on with us a little while, and I would definitely do that. But you have to subscribe to the channel, and also, as you know what to do as far as the email, and I'll bring it up one more time. JoeYankees28@gmail.com. JoeYankees28@gmail.com. You send an email saying, "Hey Joe, I'd really like to come on and talk Yankee trades, Yankee baseball," and we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen because I love everybody in the chat, and so I do you a favor, you do me a favor. You subscribe to our show, subscribe to Ken the Ugly Truth Show, whatever you like. You could definitely, it would be beneficial to all of us, and we can give you better content. And I will keep you updated about doing a play-by-play very soon. We will let you know if that happens. We'll let you know in plenty of time that will happen here on NY Yankee Mania. So, Sean, some last thoughts and then final thoughts, and then we'll end the stream and wait and go check out rumors and stuff like that during the daytime till 4 o'clock. So, go ahead, you have the floor. Are you there?
Go
ahead.
I think, yeah, I'm there. Honestly, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I believe more moves are coming. I just got a feeling we're gonna make some trades. Also, the other thing is, let's try and salvage what we can out of this season. Let's not just go season over. Next year. We're still in this season. We're still in the wild card hunt. We could even have a chance at catching the Jays in the AL East if we play our cards right. But we got to take out what's in front of us right now. And then we've had so many injuries to a lot of our big guys through the season, so it's rough. But if we can do something out of it, I wouldn't be,
And tonight, Max Fried goes against Jay Boyle. So Max Fried, of course, is 11-4 with a 2.62 ERA, and Boyle is 1-0 with a 1.42 for Tampa Bay. So it could be a very, very good tight game again. and hopefully the Yankee bats will wake up, and hopefully they'll play all the left-handed hitters tonight, being the fact that it's just right-handed pitching coming up. Let's go, man. Ben Rice has to be in that lineup tonight, and rest Goldschmidt, and you'll have, at least you'll have him on the bench and all that. And even though he's a right-handed hitter, let Rosario play tonight. Rest Volpe. Just do it once. My God, is it so edged in stone? Is it on the wall that Volpe cannot be replaced for a game? Come on, guys. Let's do this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your final thought.
I don't know if they really. No, you're fine. I was just saying, I don't think they trust Riggio, and that's like the next shortstop in our system that's ready for the majors. I don't think they even really trust him in the majors. I don't know why.
Well, we're going to get a report from Nitin later. There is a get-together with Rock Riggio in New Jersey, and I was hoping to get maybe an update, but it just basically started. So the pregame show, we're going to get all that good stuff that happened. And hopefully he won't get traded, because he's a very, very good player, and he's gonna make noise. He's definitely gonna make noise. Hey, the Great, how you doing? Smash the like, thank you. Smash the like button and subscribe, everyone that's new. BRB, remember, let's have it packed. You're a good guy, so all you have to do is subscribe. I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, final word, Sean, and then we'll end it, and we'll go dissect what's going on in the trade rumors. Go ahead. Are you on delay? Are you okay? Go ahead. Your final thoughts. All right. Well, I think we lost him. He's frozen right now. But again, thank you so much, Sean, for coming on, and hope to see you either in the pregame or the postgame tonight. Thank you. And so are you there?
No, just for some reason it was kind of getting choppy. I was hearing you. My final thoughts are, hey man, I believe we'll win.
Okay, it's earring its ugly ears. There must be some stuff going on, some thunderstorms or whatever. Once in a while, this happens on, of course, live podcasts, live TV. So, thank you, Sean. We will hopefully see you later. I want to thank everybody in the stream for staying on the whole route and making this show a success. You guys are the best I could ever ask for. And really, you're a joy. You're a joy to come on all the time and discuss New York Yankee baseball, and any baseball for that matter. Remember, 4 o'clock will be on, but if the Yankees make a trade beforehand, if there's any big news going on in Yankee land, we are going to be all over it. Remember on NY Yankee Mania to subscribe, and you can watch all the videos. Watch our video, our interview with Jabba Chamberlain. It was a great, great interview. Don't miss that. It was cool. Watch it. We're gonna have a lot more. We're gonna have a lot more interviews coming up very shortly. So we saved this with the trade deadline for the trade deadline. So we don't want to take anything away from that. But you, the chat, come first, and that's what counts. So thank you, everyone. We will see you at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. for the pregame show. We love you. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless the Yankees. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Yankees. Let's win, 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 win. Good day, everyone. Have fun. Stay cool. And we'll see you at 4 p.m. Sean, thank you for everything, and we'll see you later. Have a great day.